Hi, I just want to share a quick word for mothers of rebellious children, especially if the father was or is in outright rebellion as well. Uh, if you made the mistake of marrying the wrong person or having children with the wrong person years ago, and you've done your best to raise your children up in the Lord, and they've grown up and gone off the rails, you're not responsible for their behaviour when they're adults. And yeah, I just want to bring this word of encouragement, hopefully, to someone, because I know it can be really hard. And, like talking about the curses in the Old Testament and bringing the sins of the father on the children. I did see a video by someone the other day. I'm trying to think who it was. It might have been Lionheart Church, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Talking about it's more important for a woman who they marry in some ways than for a man, because there's been studies done. Sorry, this wasn't on their video. I've seen this in other places, but there's been studies done that, children that grow up with a Christian father, 85% of them will follow in the faith, whereas if it's only the mother, it's maybe 15%. And I know there is a small minority that will continue to follow the Lord, or maybe go away for a while and come back. And we should never stop praying for our wayward children, but we're not responsible for them. And, if they choose to go back to the world, they're going to be probably more than likely 7 times worse off. Maybe not in all cases, but, if they've been a Christian when they were a child and then they're rebelling. And yes, it's extremely painful. It's devastating. It's tragic, and yes, we should never stop praying for them, but we're not actually responsible for them once they become adults. And yes, we're responsible for our part. If there are things that we've done in the past, like we do need to say sorry for our mistakes, and we need to work on ourselves. If we've still got issues that need to be worked on, we should always be working on that. But we are not actually responsible for their behaviour as adults. So if you're in that situation, please don't beat yourself up. Just commit them to the Lord, keep praying for them, and just work on yourself. And don't allow them to keep abusing you and keep telling you that everything's your fault. You did the best that you could, and yes, you probably made some mistakes, as we all do. But we serve a God who's faithful even when we're not faithful. And everybody makes mistakes, even the best Christian. And, God's children rebelled against him. So, sure, keep praying for them, keep working on yourself, say sorry if you need to say sorry. But, it was a command in the Old Testament, and, in the New Testament, even though we're living under the law of love, like, if people are filled with the Holy Spirit, they can do better than in the Old Testament as far as honouring your mother and father. And Jesus said, who is my mother, my father? Sorry, my mother, my brothers? Those that do the will of my Father in heaven. So if you know in your heart that you're truly following Christ, and if your children are truly rejecting you, then that's between them and God. And yes, it is. I understand it is painful, but don't keep beating yourself up. Look after yourself and stay safe in Jesus. Trust in him. He's coming soon. And remember that we're also living in the end of time when Jesus said that children will be rebellious and ungrateful to their parents. Okay. All right. Have a blessed day. And thank you again for your support. Please keep praying for me. And if you like this video or any of my other videos, please like, subscribe, share if you know anyone that they can help. And I'm praying for all of you. And thank you so much. All right. Bye. See you next time.